What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to show you my latest toy haul, and what I'm going to show you today represents purchases that I made over the past month from Dollar Tree and Dollar General. I won't say specifically which cars came from which stores because honestly I don't remember. I just sort of pick them up as I find them. And some of these are brand new for 2023, and then some of these are from slightly older cases from 2022. So I'm going to walk you through these. There's 4 Matchbox cars, and then all the rest of them are Hot Wheels. So we'll start over here with this first one, and this is the Mazda MX-5 Miata. 2015 model. Actually, this particular one, even though it's a Matchbox car, is almost on par with the best of the best that I've seen from Hot Wheels. So really spectacular. You can see they did the front details, headlights, and so forth, and the graphics just look really fantastic on it. And for those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm kind of a sucker for open top vehicles, these convertibles. So really looks amazing, and they did that sort of dark chrome on the wheels too, so looking really amazing. Definitely one of the coolest Matchbox cars I've seen recently. So, and I believe this one is from 2022, so this is last year's model. I think all the new ones have a logo up here that has 70th anniversary on it. I could be mistaken about that, but I think all the ones that I've seen recently that are from the newer cases seem to have different graphics on the front. So artwork looks great, and very happy to have this one in my collection. Next up, we got this one, which is the Tesla Model X, and once again done in white, and they did a really good job again with the front end details. Looks very, very clean, and also they did the taillights as well, so it looks very cool. It says 0 emissions on the back. So very interesting, and you can see a lot of detail down inside of there because of the transparent top. So I'm looking forward to getting this one open and getting a better look at that interior. And again, this is from last year, not one of the brand new models, but I had not seen this one before, so I was very excited to find it and add it to my collection. So then we got another one from last year. So this is the 1962 Volkswagen Beetle. And it should be noted that this particular version of the Beetle is quite a bit larger than any of the other ones that I have in my collection. I'll show you side by side with the one that was Hot Wheels. So this is their Beetle. And as you can see, the Matchbox version is quite a bit larger in scale. So kind of interesting there. And this one also has what appears to be a trailer hitch too. So which might motivate me to actually pick up one or more of the trailers that they have in the Matchbox line, because I think I could actually hook that on and pull something around with this Beetle. So very cool. Just done in sort of like a dark green color, just glossy green. But they did the front end details. You can see the headlights, and also the taillights are done too, in a license plate. So I'm always just thrilled to have another Beetle in my collection. And then last of the Matchbox cars. So this is a brand new one for 2023. And this has the 70th anniversary graphics on it. And what you'll note is there's a whole series of these in 2023 that all have kind of a similar color scheme to them. This sort of silver, black, and orange. And a lot of cool deco on this too. You can see the taillights are done. Also, the front end details also look very cool on this as well. So this is the Ford F-150 Lightning, and just looks really fantastic. And as you can see up here in the corner, there's that 70th anniversary special edition. It says right there. And they also have the white graphics on the top. So I believe all the ones that have this color scheme have this unique graphics on the top of it. So it looks very cool, and very excited to have that one in my collection. So moving on to the Hot Wheels, we'll start over here. This is a Lamborghini. And I believe this is from last year as well. You can look at the back here in 2021. So I'm guessing this is from, I think, from the Q case. So that would be, I believe that was the last case of last year. So this is a very cool looking Lamborghini. I didn't have this one in my collection, so I decided to pick it up before all those models from last year disappear from the stores altogether. This one has some nice detail, as you can see on the back. They did the taillights and did the headlights as well. So very excited to have this one in my collection. Next up, we got this Dodge Viper, and this one's done with the Hot Wheels Racing graphics. So I have quite a few models now that have the same kind of color scheme. So Very excited to add a Dodge Viper to that, and looking very cool with the spoiler on the back. This is also from the Then and Now series, so I'm guessing there is a companion piece to this, another Dodge. So I probably have missed out on that at this point because, again, most of those last year models are starting to no longer be found at the stores, not in abundant numbers anyway. So yeah, I may have missed out on that, but that's okay. Just having this one should be enough. So next up, we got this 70s van. And interesting because this particular casting has been around for a while. I can show you side by side with my vintage example. So you can see this is my vintage van that I had from my childhood. And as you can see, it's pretty much the same casting. They've done some modifications on it. So like the bottom of it is a little bit different. But for the most part, it is exactly the same model, in terms of the detailing and everything. So very cool to have sort of an updated version of the same car. This is definitely one of my favorites from when I was a kid. As you can see, this one has the red line wheels on it. So, but this new version is very cool with the sort of lettering on it. This is from the Art Cars series. You can see there's specific words that are laid down here: Mattel, Hot Wheels, Cars. You can see words that can be read in that sort of letter jumble. So very excited to have another van. And next up, we got this Remec Nevera. I assume that's how it's pronounced, but I'm not sure. But overall, very, very cool design. And actually, I like how they kind of sandwiched the various layers of this car to produce the overall look. So kind of ingenious in terms of how this thing is constructed. So, and as you can see, they did the taillight details on there, headlight details on the front. Really awesome looking sports car. So very excited to have that. Next up, we got this Corvette. So this is the 1984 Corvette. I believe this is an older casting, but what they've started to do now in 2023 is they have a whole series called the 80s. So there's actually a whole bunch of these. So that's kind of cool. And definitely did not have this casting in my collection. And overall, I just think it looks great. Done in gold. Has those chrome 5-spoke wheels. So just looking really, really nice, very clean looking, and very excited to have this particular model. So very nice. Always nice to have another Corvette. Next up, we got this Time a Taxi. Really kind of unique looking vehicle. This one also has a special feature where this back door opens up. They illustrate that here. So very cool looking model. And this also represents the year of the rabbit. You can see that graphics here and here on the side of the car as well. Really, really interesting kind of looking car. So yeah, it's pretty wild just in terms of the overall design of it. Definitely something I'm looking forward to opening, and I'm testing out that door to see how far it opens. So very cool model. Next up, we got this Mazda 787B. I think this casting's been around for a while. I believe there's a premium version where the back part of it actually comes off to expose the engine. This one doesn't have that feature, but for the main line, typically they're not going to have a lot of extra special features on most cars. So this one's more straightforward, but I think the graphics on it look really amazing, and the casting looks just really spectacular. So very excited to have another sort of race car in my collection. Speaking of race cars, we got this Pagani Zonda, and I just think overall graphics wise, this one looks really spectacular. Another really just awesome looking race car, and they did those sort of yellow wheels to offset the rest of the black and white color scheme. So very interested to get this one out of the package eventually and take a look at the details up close. So we'll do that at some point in the future. Next up, we got this BMW 507. Again, a very, very clean looking model. And this is also new for 2023. I should be mentioning that a lot of these are from the Diecast. So that's pretty much where we're at in my local area in terms of what I'm seeing in the store. I don't think I've seen any of the cases beyond the letter D. So these are the ones that are showing up. And basically, Dollar General and Dollar Tree seem to be delivering quite easily on a lot of these brand new models. So very excited to pick this one up. Again, a brand new casting, and again, another convertible. So very excited to have that. Details look really good on this one. So very excited to have this one. So next up, we got this Aston Martin Vantage GTE. Very cool looking graphics on this, and just a very nice looking casting. And I don't think this is a new model. This one is 2021, so I'm guessing this is a reissue from last year. And again, very excited to have this one. Next up, we got kind of a unique model. This is the Braille Racer twin mill. So this one actually has Braille lettering on it, both on the bubble of the package and also on the car. And you can see it's on the bottom, also here on the back of the car, and also on the sides. And I do a translation here of what it actually says. So it says twin mill, and I believe it says 68, and also Hot Wheels. So for people who have impaired vision and can read Braille, this is kind of a unique model. Just done in white with a little bit of a gray stripe on it. Wheels are white as well. I know there's a all kind of silver and chrome Zamak version of this coming later on, so I may pick up that version too. It doesn't have as much detail as the original twin mill, but still a very unique model, and pretty interesting. And you can see up here in the corner they have the National Federation of the Blind logo up here. So another new model for 2023. And last but not least, we got this custom Ford Maverick. And again, another very cool looking model. I love those mirrors on the front. I think that looks very interesting and pretty clean in terms of the graphics. It's not too overwhelming. So done in this light blue color. And this is another muscle car from the Muscle Mania series. And again, this one is also from the Diecast. So that's pretty much where we're at in terms of seeing these new models. In my area, this is Buffalo, New York. So I haven't really seen anything else that's newer than this, but I'm anticipating some of those other new models will be showing up fairly soon. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos about Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, think about subscribing to my channel, because I will be covering a lot more of this kind of stuff in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.